Well, hello and welcome to Knife Delights. Here on the table today we have us a Buck 303 Cadet, and this is their new model here in 2025. Yes, folks, I made an impulse buy. I was in one of our local farm and home stores here the other day, and they actually had one of the new ones here, and it came in the clam pack, and they had a price on it for $59.99, which was a good price. Plus, this retail outlet gives a 10% veterans discount. So, with the discount and then adding the tax back in, I ended up spending $57.77 for this knife. So, not a bad deal whatsoever. The one thing I like about buying the knives in the clam pack is you do get a lot of information. When you get them in the box, you don't get all of the specs and all of that kind of stuff. But we'll be going over that here in just a moment. So we'll put a couple of slides up here. This is, of course, off of the Buck website. 303 Cadet knife, synthetic handle. And it does come in 3 different colors. It comes in gray, black, and blue. And if you've seen my video on the new 301, the 2025 version of the new Buck 301, I got that handle in blue. So I will be putting a link to that video at the end of this video along with my Buck Knives playlist. So if you want to check out my review on the new Buck 301. Of course, the 303 Cadet is a medium stockman, and it comes in the standard Buck 420 HC steel, and we have the clip point, sheep's foot, and spay blades. And it says handle, it says gray acetal copolymer with medallion and nickel silver bolsters. And on the Buck website, it's got a price of $69.99. And the product description is compact, classy, ready when you are. Slightly smaller than the Stockman, the Cadet offers the same trusted functionality in a more pocket-friendly size, with 3 versatile blades, each crafted for a specific task. The Cadet is made to handle the everyday with ease. The 2.6 clip point blade is built for detail work. The 1.9 sheep's foot excels at clean, flat cuts, and the 1.8-inch spay blade is ideal for sweeping motions and light skinning. Fitted with tough acetal copolymer handles and polished nickel silver bolsters, the Cadet carries tradition in compact frame, perfect for those who value form, function, and heritage. And of course, as you can see, it's made in the USA. It does have the Boss heat treatment, and it is covered by the forever warranty, one of the best warranties in the cutlery business. And this next slide, that's just a expanded view here. You can check out the specs if you want to see that. You can pause, go back, and check out the specs. And lastly, you can see that it also does come with wood covers or wood handles, and it comes in either ebony or granadillo. And but they get an extra $10 out of them. Those are $89.99. But I just wanted you aware that they did come with the wood handles also. Now, I remember when I did my review on the 301 on the website, they called their handles, they called them plastic, and someone left a comment, that's a lot of money for a plastic knife. Well, when they mean plastic, it's like Delrin or Velox. I think this is still a Velox, but instead of saw cut, they've left it smooth. So don't let the word plastic fool you. Knife makers have been using, quote, plastic for many, many years. They just don't call it that. So here is our clip point blade. And of course, we've got the hollow grind to it. And there's our tang stamp. Not bad. Walk and talk there. And then our sheep's foot. Not bad. And your spay blade. Pretty good walk and talk. And we got the 2 nickel silver rivets there also. and they have gone away from the old Buck logo to this one here with the anvil and the bee and the buck. As far as fit and finish on it, I mean, it is absolutely smooth, good transitions. There is a slight amount of stepping here, and that's something I've kind of complained about with buck knives before, that sometimes there's a little bit of stepping back there. But then I got to thinking, you know, they're using 3 springs where most stockmans only have 2 springs. 2 of the blades share a spring, and Buck gives each blade its own spring on their stockmans. And so when you're trying to line up 3 back springs, maybe that's why they get just a little bit of stepping now and then. Now, as you see from the thumbnail, I put on there, it's changed or something. Just like with the 301, when they came out with this year's model, they have switched the sheep's foot blade so that it folds out the same end as the clip point, where in the past the spay blade folded out on the same end and the sheep's foot went out the opposite end. And here's your standard Buck 303. This is from 2001, and as you can see, the sheep's foot comes out the opposite end, but still 3 springs. And this is a used one, needs to be cleaned up a little bit actually. That's a used one, and I just thought I'd pull this one out. This is one of Buck's original 303 Cadets, and this one was made by Schrade, and you can tell with the long pole and the different clip point on it. I've done several videos on the Buck 303 and some of their history, but as you can see here, when Schrade made it here, they've got the 2 back springs, which is pretty traditional on stockmans. But you can see the one back spring that covers 2 blades, I think. Does anything share that? I don't know. Maybe the 2 small blades both share. Oh, they do. So you got the smaller back spring for the 2 smaller blades to share, but the main blade, they got the extra wide back spring on it. Huh. That's every time I look at these, I notice something just a little bit different on them. That's what's so fun about this. And of course, for new viewers, if you don't know why Buck went to 3 springs, why, for one, you don't have to worry about blade rub, because when you have the 3 springs, they have to cant the sheep's foot just a little bit to get it to squeeze down in between. And by giving it its own spring, you can see it's sandwiched in between the other springs, and it makes a nice 90-degree angle there. So when you're doing pull cuts and that, you don't have to adjust your blade a degree or 2 because it's canted just a little bit. So it's very good that way for draw cuts. It sure is. Well, not a whole lot more to say. It is a Stockman, and tell me what you think in the comments below. Do you like this new smooth look to it? It's certainly different, and certainly different having the new shield on there. Well, I sure appreciate you stopping by and watching, and go out and have yourselves a very delightful day.